350 grams of protein is easy if you like spending a lot of money and like the taste of chalk. But for most people, it feels impossible. I'm currently living in Guatemala where I can't even find egg whites. The supplement stores are so overpriced and I have pretty limited options here. And yet I haven't missed my protein goal in months. You're not struggling because it's hard. You're struggling because you're overcomplicating it. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you exactly what I eat in a day to hit my daily protein goal with simple meals I repeat daily without relying on supplements, because no, you don't need a protein powder. More importantly, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be giving you my single biggest tip that has changed everything for me and has been the reason why I can consistently hit my goal every single day. Meal 1 starts now. Starting off with some oatmeal. So I like to do 50 grams of oatmeal, 10 grams of peanut butter, and then I know I said that this video was gonna be protein meals without the use of protein powder. Now, the only reason why I use 15 grams of a protein powder, it's not even a full scoop, is because the hubby actually likes to buy protein, and so we do usually have protein powder at home. I strictly use it just to flavor my oatmeal. Oatmeal on its own can be pretty bland, and so just to give it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of personality, I like to use 15 grams. But that doesn't mean that it's needed. In 15 grams of protein powder, I'm getting about 12 to 13 grams of protein, which is super easy to substitute with. You could throw in cottage cheese into your oatmeal, Greek yogurt, 200 grams of egg whites, have 2 extra eggs on the side. Now, I know one of the biggest tips in the fitness industry is to start your day with a high protein breakfast. Now, although there are a lot of benefits to that, I personally like to start off with a high carb breakfast because I like to train in the morning. And so what works for me is having a really high carby breakfast so that I can fuel and really put those carbs to use to really push myself in the gym. With my oatmeal, I like to put things like sweetener, sugar-free syrup to keep it nice and low calorie, but give it some flavor. And then I like to have one of these cracker packets on the side. They're from here in Guatemala. They're so good. And then just some cold coffee to wake me up in the morning to get me going for my workout. Okay, now meal 2. This is gonna be my post-workout meal. Now for this meal, I am gonna be getting a big chunk of my daily protein intake because I like to have a high protein meal post-workout to keep me nice and full so that I'm not snacking throughout the day until dinner time. So this will be a nice satiating meal to keep me going until dinner. For this meal, I like to have 3 eggs, 125 grams of cottage cheese, low fat, high fat, whatever suits your daily needs. 90 grams of this deli turkey meat, which do not sleep on deli meat. They're super high protein and honestly just really yummy. With 150 grams of sweet potatoes, 65 grams of zucchini, which is easily replaceable with things like spinach, green beans, any vegetable that you can throw in there to make it nice and high volume. Now, when I said simple meals, I mean, I am not a chef. I would not consider myself a cooking connoisseur, if you will. I very much like to get ingredients, put them together, and then call that a meal. I'm not even scrambling my eggs here. I literally just throw them on the pan, throw some cilantro, green onion to give it that flavor, throw the ham on top, and then I just wait for it to cook up enough so that it has some like sturdiness to it. I will flip it and then I'll call it a day. So really, really simple, very minimal effort, very minimal cooking. You don't have to overcomplicate your meals. Just get your protein in there, make things that you genuinely enjoy eating, and that's meal 2. Huge plate of food, lots of volume, a lot going on. We got sweet, we got salty, we got spicy all in one bowl. This is the only proper way that you eat this, okay? Grab a sweet potato with, of course, ketchup, sugar-free syrup, and salt. Grab some cottage cheese, throw that on top, like so. It's like the perfect bite. Every single day that I eat this, I never have the thought of, I literally don't want to eat this again. Ever. I get so excited every single time. So that is the key, is making sure you are flavoring your food so that you enjoy it and genuinely get excited to eat it. Okay, I'm a devourer. And then for a little snack that I like to have between meal 2 and meal 3 is a big old bowl of pineapple. Pineapple is really good for digestion. There's a little bit of protein in there, nothing significant, but just have whatever snack that you want throughout the day. Okay, now we're moving on to meal 4, which meal 4 has my holy grail item. It is an item that I look forward to eating every single night. First, let's start off. We have some chicken. Literally just throw that in the air fryer. Super simple. Season it with whatever floats your boat. I like to use this chili lime seasoning that I found at Walmart. I'm so obsessed with it. We go through so much of it. pepper, salt, vinegar, just to give it some flavor. Throw it in the air fryer, 400 for 12 minutes on each side, good to go. I like to have 210 grams, and then I like to pair that on a bed of just some boiled cabbage. Cabbage is so cheat code for low calorie, high volume. I like to have 100 grams of cabbage, throw in, again, some cilantro, green onions, salt, pepper, vinegar, anything that's low calorie that will just add some flavor to your food so that you're genuinely looking forward to eating it because it just tastes so good without adding so many extra calories from sauces, oils, things like that. Now, beside my chicken and cabbage, I have what I like to call is my version of arroz con leche. Now, if you're Latina, this is gonna take you back to your motherland. This is gonna take you back to your roots. It's not at all what arroz con leche actually is, but I like to call it that because that's what it reminds me of when I'm drinking it and wiggling my feet every night when I'm eating it, because it just genuinely makes me so happy. So for this, I actually like to prepare it in the morning when I prepare my oatmeal so that I can let the chia seeds really soak in that liquid throughout the day. 250 grams of just any protein milk. I wish that we had Fairlife here in Guatemala, but we don't. But I was able to find this alternative, which I was so excited to find. 15 grams of chia seeds. We put in some cinnamon, sweetener, sugar-free syrup in there just to give it some flavor, some sweetness. I like mine very sweet, so I like to put a lot of sweetener in it. And then we also found this horchata splenda here in Guatemala. It is so good. This has been such a cheat code to have in the kitchen. It just comes with so much flavor and it's like basically no calorie. And then I just throw in some rice. Some days I do 125 grams of rice. Some days I do 150 grams, just depending on what my meal plan is for the day. And then you just let it sit in the fridge for however long. Like I said, I do it for breakfast. By the time it's dinner time, it's been in there for a few hours. Throw it in a mug, pop it in the microwave, and then I like to finish it off with just some salt on top with a little more sugar-free syrup just for that sweet and salty mix, which I am so obsessed with. And then bada bing, bada boom. A nice high volume, low calorie dinner just to secure the rest of that protein goal. Now, substitutions that you could have if any of these meals do not entice you. For chicken, you could have tuna, salmon, turkey. If you don't like cottage cheese, you could do Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, you could mix it in with some hot sauce, make it like a sauce. You could also have it sweet, throw in some sweetener, have it with some fruit. There are so many substitutes to the proteins that I showed you today, but those have just been my staple meals that I have been eating religiously day in and day out, and that's what helps me get my protein goal every single day, even with the limited sources of protein here in Guatemala. So now that I showed you my staple meals that have helped me consistently hit 150 grams of protein every single day, I want to talk about what's the big deal with protein and why does everyone tell you that you need to be hitting a high protein diet? Protein genuinely makes reaching your goals and improving your health so much easier. Number one, protein is a macronutrient that keeps you full for longer, which basically means if you're more full for a longer period of time, you're less likely to snack and just overeat on calories that your body just doesn't need. Number two, it makes fat loss a lot easier. Because protein is so satiating, when you eat that high protein diet, especially if you're on a fat loss journey, dieting won't feel like you're suffering. And this is why people that eat a high protein diet are more likely to stick to their calorie goal because they're not constantly feeling hungry all the time. Number three, it helps you keep muscle while you're losing weight. If you're on a weight loss journey, if you're not eating enough protein, you're not only gonna lose fat, but you're more likely to lose muscle as well. Protein is what's gonna help you build muscle, and having muscle on your body is what's gonna help you achieve that toned look. Being toned really just means having muscle on your body and then losing the fat in order to expose that muscle. And so without protein, you won't be able to gain muscle, and then you won't be able to achieve that toned look you might be looking for. Number four, protein supports muscle growth. And that doesn't mean that you need to be a bodybuilder trying to be jacked. Even as you age, having more muscle on your body is so important because it helps with having a better metabolism and just overall gives you a stronger body. Protein actually helps stabilize your energy levels. You get less blood sugar spikes compared to high carb, low protein meals. And if you have more steady energy, then you have fewer crashes throughout the day. Next, protein helps with recovery. And that doesn't just mean for your workouts, but in your everyday life. Protein helps repair tissues, which helps you recover faster, feel less sore, and just helps you function better overall. Those were just some quick, brief reasons as to why protein is so important and why you should consider prioritizing a high protein diet. If you're struggling to see progress in your own journey, there's a good chance it's not that you aren't trying hard enough. You're just not prioritizing the one thing that could make this so much easier for you. It's not an effort problem, it's a decision problem. See, we make thousands of decisions throughout our day. What to wear, how to handle work, what to post on social media, what our plans are next weekend, that by the end of the night and you're in the kitchen and your willpower battery is drained, the last thing you want to be thinking about is, what should I make for dinner? Because by that point, you're gonna feel like you've already lost. So what has been game changer for me in my own journey is eating the same meals every single day. Now I know what you're thinking, well, doesn't that get boring eating the same thing every day? But the thing is, you know what's more boring than eating the same chicken and cabbage meal every single night? Staying stuck for another 6 months because you just couldn't commit to achieving your goals. Or feeling frustrated that you just can't stay consistent, that you just never feel like you're seeing results. I stopped trying to make my meals a whole culinary experience, and I really just started focusing on finding foods that I genuinely enjoy eating and I get excited to eat every single time that it's a meal. I flavor them with flavors that I personally enjoy so much, and then I just stick to it every day because that is the only way that I can ensure that I hit that goal consistently. I don't think, I just do. So here's what you're gonna do to make sure that you're successful from here on out. Find foods that hit your protein intake, fit your budget, and are easy to make. Then just eat them every day. I know that sounds boring, but boring is consistent, and consistent is what's gonna get you your results. And that's not to say that you can't switch things up every now and then. Obviously, if you get so bored and you're like going into your next meal feeling miserable because you've had the same thing for like 3 months in a row, of course, switch it up. But don't get lost in the fact that you feel like every single meal that you eat needs to be different from the other, because genuinely learning how to eat the same thing and doing the same things every single day here on out consistently, that's what's gonna get you results. And so if you can take the time to truly find those meals and try different flavors that you genuinely enjoy eating, and that doesn't mean just copy the next person's meal, then you're just gonna set yourself up for so much more success to be able to reach your own goals. I hope that this video was helpful. If you try out any of my recipes, please let me know if you enjoyed any of them or if you made any tweaks to them. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Go hit that protein goal, and I will see you in my next video.